today a demonstration of what that power looks like in action?
Yes, it is. A perfect demonstration of what they're capable of doing. You take Goldie, for example, and that's just collectively as a club, we want to get to the point where we're super stubborn about not leaving the zone, which he did really well. And then when they come in the zone, scaring them back out of it. And that was a perfect example of that.
Tyler's day-to-day when he's in that spot where they're walking Goldschmidt in front of him 4 times in one day, for him to deliver the way that he did, is it important for him to demonstrate that early in the season, that last season, as the hitter he is, as opposed to a version of a hitter?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why he's there. We think he's more than capable of doing that. And he's one of the guys we talked about that's over the hump of trying to prove that he belongs here. He is very confident in his abilities, and we're looking forward to what he's going to do behind Goldie.
Oli, congratulations on your first managerial win. Off the offense, I mean, 9 runs, of course, but the way that it was scored, 3 home runs, but you're also able to manufacture runs, small ball, sacrifice flies. What does that say from a manager's perspective about just how dangerous the lineup can be in the way that it's scored?
When you're able to win different ways, I think that's key. It's very important. We talked about it within our hitters meetings and just while we were in spring training. It's just not being a one-trick pony where you just hit homers and selling out to that, but being able to do different things in order to score. Today we did all of it.
Oli, Tyler mentioned the notion of there being nowhere to go in the lineup to get an out because 1 through 9 you guys have really good depth. What does that say about the way that if they try to pitch around one of your guys, the other one's going to probably be right behind them to pick things up?
Yeah, before leaving spring, one of the things they were super vocal about, no breathing room. That's how they described it as an offense, and I think that's perfectly put. There's nowhere to go there. 1 through 9, they're able to beat you a lot of different ways, and we saw that today.
The way Wayno big speeds, I think he had a 71 mile an hour pitch and one time 72. How much do you like just watching his mastery?
I loved it. Sit back and let him do his thing. He did a phenomenal job. He was efficient. Used his 4-seam when needed. But that was a perfect example of what we were hoping Wayno could do. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
We talked a little bit about the 3rd time through thing this morning. Obviously, Adam starts that 3rd time through. It seemed like he probably still left with a little in the tank. I mean, is that reassuring to see him be able to get through 6 efficient, but also have more, maybe a little bit to give at this point in the season?
Yeah, he was in control of that outing. I agree with you. He had a little more in the tank. First time out, we wanted to make sure he got it working. We felt comfortable going to the pen there later on. A month from now, he probably gets another inning. Yeah.
What did Mad Dog see in Cabrera to kind of get him back on track?
What did he say?
Yeah, or say. Yeah.
He mainly just wanted to go out there, calm him down. At the end of the day, he couldn't really feel the baseball as well as he wanted to. So that was the main reason he was kind of spraying. But I'm not sure exactly what he said, but it worked.
When you said you were treating this like any other spring training game, what were your emotions maybe when it was over? Do you have any butterflies pregame, anything like that?
It was cool to go out there, and like I said earlier, the coolest part for me is all the Red Jackets lined up, being able to shake their hand, know the history that we have here, and having some responsibility of carrying it on. So that was probably the coolest part for me.
Any words of wisdom from a Whitey Herzog or a Joe Torre about how to go about it today?
Great question. He said you're ready for this. Don't worry about a thing. The only thing he said.
Is that Whitey said that?
Whitey said, yeah.
Oli, did you think it was fitting for Yadi to get the introduction at home plate when typically he'd be out in the bullpen for all of these, and that must have been something special for him?
Very special. I'm glad he got to do it on the Pirates fans. Got to experience that with those 3 guys out there. It was a special moment, and I was able to soak it in as well.
Is that something you could maybe only do with Wayne by pitching because he takes a few warm-ups after? If he has some other pitcher, he needs 20, 25 minutes to get going. You wouldn't be able to do
No doubt. I think he throws about 6 pitches to warm up and he's ready. So, yes, you can only do it with that.
Ollie, it looked like Albert was right there on some of those swings today, even though he didn't get a hit. He had some good knocks out there.
Yeah, I mean, he looked at the box score and he's 0 for 5, but he felt good as far as his timing, just out in front of a couple of pitches. But overall, I thought it was still a productive day for him. Getting out there.
All good.